Is it gold the solution for the financial chaos? More than that, is tokenized gold the solution? If you want to know everything about this and also the last information about the crypto world, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. This is Crypto News with Rodrigo Arnedo, crypto to the max. Of course, if you go to TradingView, probably you saw how gold is going up and Bitcoin is going down. We don't want that. We want the digital gold, which is Bitcoin, to go up as gold is going. So yeah, maybe when this happens, you start FOMOing and you start thinking about selling your Bitcoin and buying gold. Is this a good idea? Well, also, if you saw the last video about Bolsa Cava, you started FOMOing big time, because in this video, he's gonna tell you so many good things about gold compared with how bad things are in United States with dollar, with the debt and all that. And then he will explain you in the video that it's tough to buy gold, physical one. Also, it's difficult to secure it. It's difficult to use it as a medium of change. You will have to cut little pieces. But maybe a good idea is buying gold, but in a crypto represented cryptocurrency, a stable coin, like for example, the one that Tether has, Tether Gold. So do you think that is a good idea? I would recommend you to go and watch the video. Maybe you think that is the case. And I almost bought a little bit because of the video and because of all these thoughts. But I want to go deeper in this video. Here you have on coin tracking, on CoinGecko, Tether Gold, with the price, of course, it's been going up this year like crazy, and probably you are considering buying some. But let me tell you some disadvantages about it. Consider that if you are in the idea of buying XAUT, Tether Gold, you have a counterpart risk. So we don't know, we don't have those audits that make us sure or certain that Tether has these reserves that back the stable coin with real gold. Also consider regulatory trouble that you might have, and of course, technological security. Maybe this can be hacked. Maybe you've lost it because you don't have it on a cold wallet. Maybe you're using an exchange. A lot of things can happen. So yeah, it has some advantages compared with real gold or ETFs or things like that. Like, well, it's easier to access it, to buy and sell it. Liquidity, you have it there. And also you diversified stability from gold with the flexibility that crypto has. But again, consider things about the gold, because USDT is back to the dollar, XAIU is back with gold. And where is gold? How much gold do we have in the world? Remember that we haven't even been in Fort Knox. Elon Musk told us we're going to go to Fort Knox and we're going to see the gold. We haven't already. We know that Donald Trump has a plan to revalue gold. So many things are happening there. Is Russia buying? Is China buying gold? Are they going to create their own stable coins? So many things that we need to consider to make this investment. Of course, the most important one, in my opinion, is that a difference with Bitcoin, you don't know the amount and you don't know who has the gold. Also, remember that we can go out of space and we can mine it from asteroids that are created just with gold. And what about governments? Also consider things like this. A French farmer discovered gold mine worth 4 billion euros in his garden, but the state confiscated it from him. So how are you going to protect your gold? How are you going to protect your stable coin if things like this start to happen and people loses confidence in gold? That's why I believe that you can trust more Bitcoin than gold. Talking about regulations, maybe because you have a lot of FOMO, you go to Bitpanda in Europe and you want to buy some. And you see that you can buy gold. You can do that with Bitpanda. You have the link in the description below. But you can't buy this Tether gold. And why is that? Because of Mika, of course. You will not find it there. And that's so sad. The regulators going to say no to so many cryptocurrencies, like some stable coins, also some anonymity cryptocurrencies, privacy cryptocurrencies. Those are not gonna be in Europe, most probable. So again, risk of regulators. And it is so bad because we have this week a very nice campaign with our partners in Bitpanda. If you buy 25 euros worth of some crypto, and it's your first time, you have the link in the description below, you are going to get 1 million Pepe right away. So go and buy some crypto, maybe the digital gold, maybe Bitcoin. That would be the best idea. But again, consider that in Europe, the crypto sphere, due to digital euro and regulators, is not gonna be fun. But more than that, of course, always my crazy ideas. I'm not expert. This is not financial advice. Don't do as I do as I say. But I asked ChatGPT, what if what governments are doing, what Donald Trump is doing, what China, Russia, what everybody's doing is shining this thing called gold. So everybody, like in this picture, is looking to that. Maybe you sell some Bitcoin and you buy gold because Bitcoin is the moon. Bitcoin, they want you to sell your Bitcoin. So maybe they are just raising the price of gold again so that you trust that this is the path for you, so that you sell your crypto. Maybe that's it. I'm amazed how Gork created, well, in this case was ChatGPT, how ChatGPT created this picture with this idea that maybe, just maybe, they are trying to make us sell our crypto through gold. And more than that, I have this argument from David Battaglia that I enjoy a lot because he told us about the gaps that we have in the chart with gold. And you love, I'm a gap lover. So I went to TradingView, and yes, you can see that to fill all these gaps, gold has to go down 15% to around 255 in the GLD ETF. If we go to Tether Gold precisely, that would be at 26%, as I'm recording here, to 2,400. So maybe this is not going to happen, but consider that these gaps usually get filled, and we have so many with gold. So again, be careful with FOMO. I went to TradingView and I created this chart for you. This is dollar, and this is the behavior of dollar when Donald Trump was in office. It's going the same way. This is how gold behaved at this very same time. Right now, going higher, but remember that we went up and down, up and down, up and down as Donald Trump was in office. Maybe Bitcoin is going to follow something similar to this. We will follow these charts in next videos. And also we have Bitcoin. So yeah, Bitcoin had a very nice behavior at that time. Why not is this time going to be similar to that? I believe that might be the case. In the short term, we have Bitcoin going down. We broke the triangle. We went back in and broke it in the downside, which is not really good. But in any case, in my opinion, good that we are looking at the homework we have with the gap in the CME futures. Remember, I believe we can visit $90,000, $89,000. We have strong points of support there, moving average, etc., etc. And remember, last day, we were just watching this chart and how it could take us till June to get to that point, but maybe we're going to go before that. That would be good, in my opinion. I asked you, what about these two probable paths? This week and the next one, we have to wait because it's in the next one, in the third, when the paths are going to divide one way or the other. And remember that you have all the information about this in the last video. If you want to know it, do not miss that one. Very important one. We also review always the path that we believe that Bitcoin is following. And I think that's the case once more. And I have to tell you that today is news in crypto that Michael Saylor seems that is going to buy again, as he released this tweet that he always does before buying. And also Warren Buffett said goodbye at 94, and everybody was so happy. He had this huge ovation, everybody on his foot saying goodbye to this guy. He made a lot of money, but allegedly he wasn't into crypto until we have these things that he said. Warren Buffett unknowingly making the ultimate case for Bitcoin. The natural course of government is to make the currency worth less over time. Whether dictators or democracies, every system eventually debases its currency. Some places the value at breathtaking rates. It's not evil, it's just their job. His biggest fear, US fiscal policy, is what scares me, he said. Buffett might not like Bitcoin, but he clearly understands why it exists. And not just that, Warren Buffett is making the case for Bitcoin to exist to protect us from all this nonsense. Maybe a good time for looking into crypto, Warren Buffett said. Or did he? Because we asked Gork, and Gork says that this is probably just fake news. So he's not there like that. He still believes Bitcoin is rat poison, but the thoughts he has behind everything, it just meets with Bitcoin perfectly. And today in the Trump section, I watched this interview, very interesting one. I'm going to leave you the link in the description below. This is a 47 minutes edit from NBC News. And also you have the whole thing. And I will tell you that Donald Trump would say the same. But if you want to learn about manipulation in the media, you can watch the whole thing. And then you can watch the short version. And you can see how terrible. I'm not saying that Donald Trump is not propagating his own propaganda, his own agenda. But if you watch the 47 minutes and not the hour and 4 minutes, you're going to see how media television can manipulate what a president says. So again, I'm just going to recommend you to listen to both parts, to all the parts, but listen to the whole things always, and try to avoid TV, try to avoid intermediaries, because they are trying to send you specific agendas. Terrible thing. That's why we are now, everybody moved into YouTube, X, Twitter, etc., etc. For example, in the edit, you will see nothing about crypto, and Donald Trump talked about crypto. He said that the crypto market was much stronger than the stock market during the recent crash. It's very popular. It's very hot. Also, he said, I want crypto. I think crypto is important because we don't do it, China is going to. So again, very important, Donald Trump supporting Bitcoin. And the last, he is created again a prison in Alcatraz, just like they have one in El Salvador. Also news today that Apple dropped the iOS ban on in-app crypto payments, which is crazy. And also Google Wallet added blockchain tech with ZK proofs for Edge and ID verification. First rollouts being in the UK and US, expanding to 50 more countries. Also, it's good to see adoption of these technologies. Crazy market for the bubbles. Some are in the green. Today, the most important one is Gork. Why? Because we have this, AI. It's not Grok, it's Gork. And it's a parody out there. If you can have fun, if you want to have fun, you can go there and try to use Gork instead of Grok. And it will criticize everything, so fun. But the thing is that, of course, we have speculators out there. They created the token. You can see it on dextools.io, and it went up like more than 7,000%. So congratulations on the winner. I missed that one too. For Solana developers fixed a bug that could have allowed attackers to mint unlimited tokens or steal from user accounts. The bug was discovered on April 17th and patched within 2 days after validators coordinated a network update. So yeah, this reminds us that we are not really safe in crypto, that we might have things like this. So careful with that. And it's also interesting that Vitalik Buterin is pushing for a simpler Ethereum L1 protocol inspired by Bitcoin's minimalism, aims for efficiency, security, and accessibility in new blog post simplifying the L1. So we'll see how all this works out for Ethereum that still is not going up. Remember, you're running out of time to do your tax report. Link in the description below to CoinTracking, the only app that you can trust for that. Just click right now, give it a try, and let me know how it feels. Also, remember that we have a campaign. If you buy a Ledger, let me know, because I'm giving away a Ledger Stacks. No, it's a Stacks, it's a Flex, and it's a Punji Penguin edition. So you have this month in order to do that. Write me an email at funontheright@gmail.com so that I know that you did buy the Ledger. And we say goodbye today with these cats. They are working on McDonald's because the price of Bitcoin still is not where we thought it would be. But it will be eventually, at least I believe that. Till that, we keep on learning about AI. Today we are releasing a new video, so watch it. And also we had remembered this new video on digital nomad Rodrigo Arnedo. And of course, you'll have more about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies tomorrow on Rodrigo Arnedo Noticias Bitcoin. Health, money, love, pouring in peace, and the best is yet to come. To the moon!